Hi, I'm doing this quick video because I just came off from our second night detox week live Zoom masterclass, and something occurred to me after the questions at the end. So many of you have worked with me in the past, and many of you have been on programs that I've written. Many of you have targeted different programs to achieve different things. And throughout the last 10 years alone, so I've been doing this for over 25 years, but for the last 10 years alone, if we just look at that, what we know in the last 10 years is science, testing, awareness, our understanding of how cells, genes, telomeres work and express themselves has evolved. And so things like juicing in the morning, all right, greens juice every day, and juicing detoxes and juicing, retreats. These things are good for a specific reason. However, again, too much of one thing is not good for you. Your body loses the benefit. And what we know through science is intermittent fasting, has got higher benefits. Then you take the benefits from, say, some supplements that some of you, I noticed, are still taking after quite a few years. They're outdated now. Now, they were good a few years ago, but they're not something that I would even think of recommending now, because science, research, nature, we've evolved as human beings. So there are things now that are way better, so you get more for far less. So some of you will have done programs with me, and there'll be like many supplements, many times a day. And that's what it took, what was available to us to get the outcomes we were aiming for at that time, all right? Science, research, knowledge, awareness, human evolution has moved forward, and very rapidly so. So now we know less of the right specific high frequency items put together in the right way can achieve more outcomes for you, all right? So less of the right stuff at the right time in the day will give you better benefits, all right? And it's knowing these hacks, and they're called biohacks, how you can biologically hack your entire bioenergetic system. That's what I do. And so a huge proportion of my job is staying ahead of the curve, knowing the latest research, knowing what that means and how that impacts upon our cells, our DNA, our gene expression. And so if I have somebody come to me who wants to activate a longevity gene, the SERT gene, I know the quickest, easiest, simplest way for them to achieve that and infuse those changes into their life to get the outcomes they want. The same if somebody comes to me who may be 38 and has had problems conceiving, then I would go about that in a very different way to somebody that wants to activate a longevity gene, right? And again, I would go away both ways, a very different approach a few years ago, even last year, than I would right now, because the information is coming in constantly. I don't think a week passes that I'm not doing training of some kind, or going through research papers, or studying or testing on the machine different frequencies for different combinations. And so we are rapidly evolving in the area of bioenergy and bioenergetics, epigenetics, and nutrigenetics. Nutrigenetics is the science, the practice of taking supplements, vitamins, minerals, nutrients, and merging them with our diet and our food and our biorhythms, and how our energy field is. So when we exercise, when we do breathing exercises, when we do cardio, when we do meditation, and what kind of nutrients we're putting in the body and when, right? Now, this is specific items put together in a specific way at a specific time, all right? With lots of different lifestyle changes, all infused to achieve the outcome we want. So when we talk about daily wellness practice, this is the practice that we choose to flow with the season, to flow with the food that is produced in certain seasons. And we have a pyramid of health and wellness. And so part of the follow-on program that you'll be sent on Sunday will have the food pyramid in there and the wellness pyramid in there. And I think it's really important to understand we are all unique, all of us, you know. And just because I said something to you a year ago or 2 years ago, 3 years ago, however long it was, that was the best that was available, the best knowledge, science, research available then, all right? If you do not check back in, you know, my goodness, every few months, things are changing. So if you want to stay up to par and you want to stay with the latest biohacks, the latest health research, knowledge, and application of that in your daily wellness practice, then you need to check in often. All right, do not assume that things I recommended a year ago, 6 months ago, are things I would be recommending today. That's an incorrect assumption, all right? And again, where you source things from, what the name of it is, the brand, and how many hands it went in till it got to you, all of these things matter. How it was stored, how it was shipped, you know, how you store it when you get it. All those things matter as to the potency and effectiveness, and what you mix it with, what you're taking it with, when you're taking it in the course of the day. All of these things matter, all right? So you have a better understanding of how things work in your body, in your mind, and in your spiritual realm, and how they all interconnect, and how we are constantly vibrating, constantly changing, constantly moving, as is the planet, all right? As are the seasons. Nothing is static, nothing stays the same. And so every 3 months, you should be changing with the season and checking up on what is the latest thing. Are you taking the best colon cleanser for you? What juice should you now incorporate in the afternoon? What exercise would be better at this season to complement some of the changes that you're putting in your body? All right? And that is what I would strongly recommend. And it will be in day 7, module 6, which is what now? You know, what happens next? We've got a very exciting year ahead of us, and I'm going to be doing a lot of different tutorials and masterclasses on various things from epigenetics right the way through to natural law, and a boot camp as well for people that really want to deep dive some areas that I've touched upon in this detox. But it's all there for you guys, you know. You just need to understand nothing is static, and what was good then is not necessarily good now. There's something better now. Okay? Thank you.